Hello, fellow viewers, welcome to Mr. Who Reviews. Or today, favorite viewer now. Today I'll be giving you my top 10 duels from Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains was okay. I think that's the fact that they had a low budget, so they had to do more than one clip show was kind of bad, and at the end of the series pretty early, since usually Yu-Gi-Oh! Had up to 140 or 100 something episodes usually, but I did think Arc 5 was a bit better, since it did introduce the other summoning methods pretty quickly in that, and Vrains only introduced some of the other ones, besides the Link summon in the second season. But it was a good series overall, and even though the protagonist was kind of bland sometimes, probably be my fifth or sixth favorite. But anyway, let's just get to the list. And number 10, Playmaker versus Akira. Now, this is good because it gives us more of Playmaker's backstory and just some Akira's deck is, and I think I like part when I making fun of his Team Dangle Hound, but then when he's on his Nightmare Triangle Cerberus, and he's getting scared, it's kind of good. And also gives a bit of Akira's backstory with Aoi. They're just shown for like one of the first time they actually show Playmaker did like having an emotional response to what Akira's saying, and so it's Kusanagi. It's just good, and just being a three power is also good. And number 9, Playmaker versus Blood Shepherd. I kinda like Blood Shepherd's deck and his look, and just seeing his backstory with him at first trusting that AI driven car can be safe, but then a car crash cripples his mother and takes his arm, was kind of good, and just lighting the flame of his hatred for AI. This introduces Cyber's Clock Dragon, and the fusion summon animation is just great in it. I kind of like some of the eyes movements in this. It's just great. And number 8, Playmaker versus Specter. Yeah, I think this is probably one of the first times that Playmaker got a little scared or just bewildered, since he couldn't understand why Specter, as a fellow the victim of the Hanoi Project or Lost Incident, whatever, actually liked it. But Spectre to get his backstory of being an orphan and not like, or either not social with kids because they didn't like him, or just socially awkward and thinking a tree was his mother. Ugh. And that's using Akira as leverage for his win, and Akira has to give himself up or just kill himself so he won't have to play by Spectre's rules, and Playmaker can give his all. Spectre's get some of the creepiest faces that are made, or any Yu-Gi-Oh! Character is made in the duel. And the ending was a little weird, since he saw the image of his tree mama in flames, and Izuri uh, doesn't really say if he died as well, and it says he does come back, but don't know. Anyway, number 7, Playmaker versus Go. Now this one is their second duel when Go actually absorbed the Earth Ignis's data and had like an AI attached to his brain. Yeah, weird. I'm looking kind of crazy, and his body looked near anorexic. And one thing they do like Vrains is they actually show how some famous people might not be able to take the fame that well, or they just go overboard to try to stay on top. Like some celebrities in the real world either they take like some sort of steroids or plastic surgery so they get younger or what. And this is similar with Go on to be playmaker and just want to attach an AI to his brain so he can outthink him. And I'd say the XZ summoning that Playmaker did was good, but it just came out of nowhere, even though Go uses a skill to stop playmakers, and I revealed it's actually a secondary skill a playmaker can use. I don't know. It's a good duel, but the way playmaker one thing they can put out his bomb. Anyway, number 6, Blue Maiden versus Bowman. Yeah, Aoi was a good character, but as a duelist, he wasn't that good. Like, he only won 2 duels, and all the other duels she was in, she lost. But I think they try her hardest in this duel and just revealing why she's find Bowman, and kind of like a Revolver's reaction, seeing that even though Aoi isn't really a part of the lost incident, knowing a kid that's actually in it actually affect her anyway. They could do kind of like the Aqua gave her some new cards for deck, and I really like the end where Bowman actually lets Akira witness Aoi's defeat or death, whatever. Just giving them that kindness that he didn't get to say goodbye to his brother. So anyway, number 5, Playmaker versus I was going back and forth where to put this or Soul Burner versus Boppy in the 5th place. I'm finding this shows Playmaker versus I, because I think this is a bit better in if some people might put Soul Burner versus Boppy somewhere else, but I think this is a good duel between the ex-partners, or just partners. They're kind of similar to Yugi versus Pharaoh, or Yuma versus Astral. And those new cards that I had is great as well. The new Talker that Playmaker uses is good, and the surprise he's actually using a fusion version of a Borolo Dragon, and apparently that's the card that Revolver actually gave him before he went to CI. It does good, and at the end I reveal him why he wanted the Playmaker to like defeat him and why he was acting so evil is pretty good. Yeah, that's all I say about that duel. Number 4, Uh, Playmaker versus Revolver. Their last duel in season 1, since they had about 4, I think. I can't remember, but this has to be the best one since it's the one where Revolver uh, extra links and as he summons a lot, like I think all his dragons they had at the time into or onto the field, and do kind of like that before do or look like Penny yourself lose. He's actually smiling and I actually ask him why he's smiling though he's losing. Just the way Playmaker won the duel is good, and him trying to get Revolver to not do what his dad wanted to do and actually want them to be friends is kind of good as well. Yeah, that's about it. And number 3, Playmaker versus Bowman, their last duel. Yeah, this is just good because Bowman using the minds of the people who link Vrains to try to defeat Playmaker is just great, and just showing how people might hear that stuff going on but they still want to see it, and that just ends, or that just causes them to die or something in this. It's kind of like when you see a car crash and you want to, when you hear a car crash and you want to see what the damage is, even if you might get hit by another car. And I'm not making sense, but and ice sacrificing this is also good with the Knights of Noida are still around trying to help out. And Playmaker makes something a new version of Fire Roll Dragon. It was just great, and it only attained it thanks to using the power of all the other Ignises. And it's a good scene finale and a great duel. And Bowman is being very respectful to Playmaker, even calling his greatest rival, I would say it like that. And number 2, Soulburner versus Revolver. Yeah, a lot of card development for Soulburner in this, and Revolver had some great new cards in it. Soulburner is revealing that yes, he feels responsible for his parents' death, and him actually seeing a figment of flame just encourage him to fight on, and him just realizing Revolver is just doing them so he can let go of his anger or his pain and that. And yeah, it's just great with Revolver losing and his visor actually cracking a little bit, and his new top logic Zerora or something dragon is just great. And there are a lot of people waving that card in the TCG tournaments. I'm just guessing there, but before I get to number 1 duel, I'd like to give some honorable mentions. Like I said, I would have liked to put Soulburner versus Bobby in this because it is a good duel. Soulburner using some new XZ monsters was just good, and some of his new equipped spell for having great monsters were great. I hope they release the other 2 that were in this soon, but I have to wait and see. And Soulburner versus Bowman was good as well, but only thing I remember about it is Windy popping out of flame. That's the only thing I remember about it. Revolver versus Lightning. Yeah, good. Had a good ending. I really hated that they that the writers made Lightning responsible for Revolver's dad's condition and taking the blame off Soul Tech. Did it not they want any evil humans in the series or something? I don't know. I just don't get it. But what can I say? And the last honorable mention, Akira and Blue Maiden versus I was just great with the Blue Maiden actually introducing the new Marines Link monster, and for exchange, he's actually seeing her brother dying instead of during rounds, and that happened 2 times. I've got to mention this some from their playmaker and Bowman duel. When Bowman takes Kira and Ghost Hero's consciousness, and Kira's still fighting to press the button to stop the thing, and it's giving Bowman the minds of everything like Vrains. Is just great. Well, anyway, now for my number 1 duel from Vrains, playmaker versus Kusanagi. This is actually one of the saddest duels. 2 friends, 2 brother figures, just have to duel with the Lightning being main bad guy, and just get him the old get the friend of the protagonist to fight for you, and in exchange he'll let go of the captive that connected to the friend, go or not. And even though Kusanagi wasn't really a good duelist, or say he did have a card to take care of Playmaker's decode talker. And you can like the flashback they gave with Kusanagi knowing that Lightning probably will use him to get Playmaker, and he wanted Playmaker to actually defeat him. And that's how emotional I and Yusaku got, and then I just revealed to Lightning that Akira outsmarted him, and Lightning tried to rub it in that he's like smarter than any human, and he couldn't predict what he was doing. It's just great, and I really like that Yusaku got really emotional. I don't know why they didn't make him more emotional before or after this, or just a little more, but I don't know. And it seemed a bit bland. I don't know. And I think they could have done something different with the Go and the Aoi's deck, like make Aoi use Link monsters and Fusion, and Go using Link and Synchro with, and they'll just get them some extra monsters, and just connect them more to Soul Burner, who used the Link and Xyz monsters, and Playmaker using all the other extra deck sort of methods other than Ritual, or other than Pendulum Summon. I think it would have made the decks a bit better and get more variety, but I don't know. With that, the end of the video, and I do hope that Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. You can't think of any original names. It's good in my opinion. I don't know, and like I know they're trying to relate to a younger demographic, or try to get a younger demographic, but I don't know how this is the series wants to rewrite the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like they said, and maybe the guy that used Blue Eyes is a version of Kaiba, or maybe an ancestor, or maybe descendant, or something. I don't know, and just hope it's good. Anyway, yeah, that's it. See you guys later.